What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Truth Podcast. I'm Hany Rambod, your host, and I'm here with a very special guest, Andrei. Andrei, I have so many questions for you. We got a ton of questions on social media, and I want to definitely go through them, but it is literally almost 5 weeks out, 5.5 weeks out now.
Yeah, 6 weeks. Let's say 6 weeks.
You need those extra couple days?
Yeah, a little bit extra, yeah. 6 weeks. 6 weeks out, yeah.
Andrei, we have, again, many questions. I want to dig deep into these questions, but one of the first questions that I saw that I want to be able to get our listeners to understand is basically who you are, how you started. Obviously, you and I have met about 2.5-3 years ago. 2.5 years ago.
FIBO Expo, yeah.
At FIBO Expo,
Germany,
yep. And the cool thing was that we hit it off, and then you came out to the United States. We worked out together.
Yeah,
we have that great video that we still haven't posted yet.
I know.
The first workout that we did together.
I know. I have so many videos from that workout, from the first time I came here on my old phone. Like, I have everything.
Yeah, and you barely spoke English.
I know, bro. I know. I only knew a few words, crazy.
And the cool thing was that you were so passionate, and you still are.
Yeah, of course. I am, of course.
Yeah,
that's why I'm here.
and God, how old were you then? Like 22?
Oh, no, even. I was like 21. 21, yeah, 21.
21.
I just turned 21 because I remember I came here in June. So in May was my birthday.
And you're just old enough to drink.
Yeah, to get out of the house.
So let's talk a little bit about your history, because for the listeners that are listening to this, or if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you guys remember to share this, like, comment, and subscribe, because without you guys being able to share this, then it doesn't give us any feedback on how to make this podcast better. So guys, remember, please, whether you're listening to it on podcast, upload it through iTunes or Spotify, or if you're watching it on YouTube, make sure you definitely subscribe, like, and make sure you comment, because we want to hear what you have to say, better or for worse. So thank you guys again for all of the awesome feedback. So Andrei, getting into this, you started off, your body fat was high.
I was like when I started. So basically I moved to UK when I was 15 years old, and I didn't know anything about training or dieting or gym, like let alone diets and all this other stuff. So I came to UK and I was overweight. And
so you came from Romania.
Yes.
That's
so
why you have a Romanian accent, because everybody asked me, they're like, hey, that's not a UK accent.
No, definitely no. That's a Romanian accent, yeah.
Right.
So I moved to UK with my family when I was like around 14, 15, and I was just overweight, and I just wanted to feel a little bit more confident, not even like have abs or anything like that, just to feel more confident and like being able to wear clothes, because I remember it was like around Christmas or like Easter time. And me and my family, we went out to when you are a kid and your family goes and buys you like new clothes or Easter or Christmas and stuff. So I remember we did that, and I started crying because like I had this pair of jeans that I really liked, and they couldn't fit me.
This is at 14 years old.
Yeah, like 14, 15 years old. Yeah, just like getting to UK. So I was like, when I go to the UK and I had a little bit more time until I get a place to go to school, I had like a few months off. So I said, let me just do something about it. And it was just a gym like around the corner, which was like £10 a month, which was nothing. Anyway, I didn't even have money to afford, like a good gym membership or anything like that. So anyway, I just went to the gym and I started like doing whatever I could, just like 2-3 times a week, because I was underage to actually go and train like every day.
Because you weren't old enough to be able to go.
Yeah, exactly. So they wouldn't let me do any free weights or barbell. So I could only do like few machines and cardio, a lot of cardio. So I did that. But then again, like I would finish the gym session and I would go to like KFC or things like that, because I didn't know anything about the diet. Like I didn't know what macros are, protein, carbs, and so on, So yeah, I was just overweight and just wanted to feel confident and being able to wear the clothes that I would want to.
So basically that was kind of like a defining moment for you.
Yeah.
So you couldn't put on the clothes.
Yeah.
And you
I was just embarrassed how the way I looked. And everybody in secondary school and even back home in Romania, they would used to call me fatty and making jokes and stuff. And it wouldn't, it wouldn't make me feel comfortable. So I wanted to change that.
Well, you know what? Not only have you changed it, but now you've also created a very great, business model, because now you have 3 what are you like this? What are you this week? 3.8?
Yes.
3.8 million.
Yes.
You're up to 3.8 million
Yeah.
followers on Instagram. Your YouTube is growing. And one of the things that people tend to use for motivation is they repost your photos.
Mhm.
And they got, you with the girls.
I know the fitness and the party life. Yeah.
Right.
But the thing is, that party life picture, it wasn't even party life. It was just like a getaway with my really good friends at that time,
Uh-huh.
and we just took, when you do like group pictures with like, like your friends and stuff. So I wasn't even a party guy anyway before.
Yeah. So what's funny is that did you ever think that one day you wanted to do this for a living?
No, I didn't even knew that you can actually get money out of this or make a living out of like this fitness or bodybuilding, whatever you want to call it, lifestyle. So I was just like, start doing it because I liked it, like it made me feel good. So I was just like, okay, like I'm just gonna do it. Like I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do all this other stuff like that kids that will do at my age.
Uh-huh.
So let me just get into it because it makes me happy and makes me feel confident.
Right.
And then I just started getting into it. I saw results in the gym, and then it made me more hungrier and more, obsessed to go into the gym. And then slowly, I was picking up like diets, training, like slowly, because back in the day when I started, it wasn't that many information as we have now, like on YouTube, on all these social media platforms, or like most of the coaches, they do like, vlogging and all this stuff, so you can get the information from. So yeah, so then I just saw like the improvements, and I was like, oh, like I want to do this. And then like I saw like people on social media that they compete and stuff. So I thought, oh, like I want to try this.
Well, were you doing modeling first?
I was actually doing modeling, like catwalking and like just like fashion stuff for like few months only, because like at some point I go bigger, not like huge, but like bigger from the average model guy, because they look for like tall and skinny guys.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to stop doing that.
That was one of the questions. They want to know how tall you are, because they say that you're looking taller now. And I said, well, what's happening is because of all the Evogen, you're growing.
growing
that natural growth hormone is going up.
It's going up. It's going up, bro. Like now I'm what's that in your in inches? I don't know how much is that in foot. I mean,
think you're about 5'11".
5'11". I'm 180.
180 centimeters.
Yeah, so I don't know what's that. I think 5'11".
Yeah, I think it's about 5'11".
Yeah, but when I started training, like I was like probably like 170. So I was like I grew like size wise, but
you also grow taller.
Height.
Yeah. So the thing is too, tell me about the UK, because when you went to the UK, there was a reason why you didn't have the best experience with, speaking English and all that, because you guys were kind of living in a Romanian kind of community, right?
Yeah. Like I was living with my family, and like we was sharing the room with other family members.
Uh-huh.
So everyone was speaking Romanian, and then going to the school, like I had Romanian friends. Even the teacher were Romanian,
Right.
So like imagine
you were in the Romanian bubble.
Literally, like it was like a Romanian city, and especially like the city where I live in UK. Like
where's that?
Is in East London, called Stratford.
Okay.
Yeah, so like around there, like a lot of Romanians.
It's a big
like
Romanian community.
Kind of, yeah. So like I didn't know English. I only knew like hi, bye, like these small words, And then when I actually start getting into like fitness and like going to the gym, like doing all these other things, like I started learning it, because I didn't have no Romanian friends doing this, or like so I had to learn it somehow
to communicate in the gym.
Communicate exactly, like
hey bro, spot me.
Yeah, I only know like, hey bro, can you help me, please, thank you, bye. Nothing else, So,
yeah, because your English in 2.5 years has gotten way better, because I remember how tough it was.
I know at the beginning, especially like, because like you guys here in America, you have like a different accent.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, like I'm struggling to understand this, but now it's actually getting much better. So I'm glad that like I am in this, and also helped me to make my English better.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. So when you went into the from the modeling that was short term, and you went and started getting bigger, tell me about that story. What happened after that? Did you end up wanting to go into competition right away, or what was it that you how did you progress?
Okay, so I stopped doing the modeling thing for like, because I done it only like for like a few months, and then like I went back to the gym and trained for another year, and then I did my first competition like around 17 years old. And again, like I didn't have no coach or anything like that. Like I only did like my own diet and stuff, but like I actually got shredded by skinny, so skinny. And
what kind of diet did you use?
Sorry,
when you were 17, what kind of diet did you use?
But like probably like 2-3 meals a day. Like I would have breakfast like 1 p.m. like no carbs, or like, you know, like
it's almost starvation diet.
Literally. And then when I would eat, like I would eat a lot and then go 0 carbs for like days, and then again do the same mistake, and crazy. And anyway, so I went and did this competition. It was more like a modeling fitness competition, so it wasn't like a, you know, like men's physical, like IFBB Pro, like a proper bodybuilding contest. So I did that. I didn't win because I was competing next to like people like 23. So it
25. Wasn't, you were a teenager?
Yeah, so I was like 17 years old. So
but you were competing in like an open class.
Yeah, like I was the youngest there, and they only had like 23, 25, 30 years old. So like imagine like my muscle maturity wasn't on even on their level, you know. So I didn't win that, but from that show, like I got a little bit of exposure from YouTube channels, like fitness channels and stuff, because like I was like so young, and like I had like good structure, like no size, but like good structure, and like I was like very shredded. So from that I got a little bit of exposure, which helped me with my Instagram and like getting a little bit of promotion to get sponsors and stuff. And then after that show I didn't win it, so it made me like more hungrier to go back, train, and come back and win it. So I took 2 years off, and 19 I came back to the same show doing the same category, and I did another one extra, because you know on that competition you could add 2. So I did that, and I won both categories first place. And then I was like, oh, like maybe this is something I want to do, you know, like professionally, like actually, like
because you got the itch.
Yeah, I was like, oh, like I want this, you know, like I want to feel like this. I like the feeling that I had like when I was on the stage, and you know, like when I won, and I know like I've been working so hard, and like it's paying off now. So I wanted to do that, and the rest is history.
Yeah, well, I mean, right now, I mean, believe it or not, you're still only what, 24?
24, yeah. I'm still a baby.
Yeah, still a baby. 24 years old now. 3.8 million followers on Instagram alone, and then a lot of people were asking when I was looking through the messages that I got on Instagram when I said that you were going to be on the show, and they were asking, how did you decide to work with me and with Evogen? How did we end up becoming that? So if you wanted, you know, what was that?
So like I started doing men's physique like probably after I won my show. So like around 20 years old. And I remember like I was watching who was competing in the men's physique category, and I remember Jeremy was competing then, and you was training him. So I was like, wow, like I want to train like this, you know. Like I remember I was following the YouTube videos that you guys have on YouTube, like the workouts and stuff, F57, and like, you know, trying to squeeze and do all this. I was like, oh my god, like I really want to train like that, you know, like I really want to. And then at that expo I was like, oh, like with my manager, I was like, oh, like if he's here, like I want it, because you guys didn't really travel to Europe that much, right? And that was in Germany. So I was like, oh, like I really want to go and take a picture with them, you know, like I really want to. So I remember I came there for the first time. You wasn't there, Lauren was there. So I was like, oh, where is Hany? Oh, he's coming back, blah blah blah. So I came back earlier, and
yeah, that was at FIBO, god, 3-4 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah
3 years ago. Exactly 3 years ago. 3 years ago. So yes, I came back, and I was like, I remember I showed you a video of mine.
Yeah,
a back video, I think it was.
Yeah, you know that you're. I remember I came back, and then you came back, I think, because you were.
Yeah, because I came the second time, and you was there. Yeah.
And the good thing, and I remember you showed me, I think it was a workout video, and I said, oh yeah, you got potential.
Yeah, you look shredded. Yeah. I was like, is this guy saying this to everybody?
It was like, get in line, get in line.
You're next, bro.
Yeah, with the
you look amazing.
Yeah, you look amazing. Next, please.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. And then like I was like, oh, like. Let's try, you know, we can't lose anything. So I was like, I really want to get trained by him, or, you know, like at least have him there as on my side to help me with my goals and where I want to go forward, you know, in competing wise. So this is how it happened, and this is how it happened. And then like when we actually go in contact, and I saw like, oh, like he didn't really say this because I was just another fanboy, you know. He actually maybe meant it that I have potential. So I was like, oh, like I was like really excited. I remember like when because it was like April, and then like around June, I came here, like June, July, something like that. So I remember like prior to coming here, I was like 2 weeks like dieting whoever I knew. Yeah. Just to like kind of like, oh, let me show him that like I'm in good shape.
Yeah. I remember. You know? I said, oh, you're dieting? You're like, oh, a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah, I was like doing cardio.
Oh,
like,
the truth comes out. You're full diet contest prep.
I know, bro. I was like 2 weeks out, big week. So I was like, oh, like I really wanna, you know. And then when I got here for the first time and trained with you, I was like, oh my god, like this guy is gonna kill me, but I'm gonna see like crazy improvements, because like we did like an workout, only one workout, and I was like I never felt like my muscle working like that. Like the pump is next level. Like I couldn't even squeeze or like move my arms or anything.
Yeah,
I was like, I want to feel like this. Like I want him to train him, you know. And yeah, like I'm so glad that I got this opportunity, because I know how hard it is like to work with you, and you very. I'm not trying to sound bad or anything, but you are very picky to work with people. You know, like you don't want to waste your time just like that. And I was like, I'm so glad like that I got this opportunity to train with you and to, you know, to be coached by the best. So I'm really grateful, and thank you for that. Thank you for seeing the potential in me and being honest, not just saying this. Just like a fanboy.
I was like, hey Nick, who is this guy again?
Who is this guy, man?
Yeah, really didn't I sign a picture for you already? At the booth. I didn't know that you dieted really hard, but I was like, wow, he stays in good shape, you know.
But I was dieting my ass off, bro, for, you know, to come here.
Well, it worked. I was definitely impressed with the conditioning you had, even though you weren't doing a show.
And remember, I was weighting like 79 kg, 78 kg.
Yeah, so that's like literally like 165 pounds or something like that.
You know?
Yeah.
So I was like,
yeah, you were small.
So small. And like we've been working together for like 2 years now.
Yeah.
And like the improvements are crazy. Like,
yeah. I think it's about 2.5 years.
Yeah.
And I think last May was 3 years at FIBO when I met you. So it's about 3.5 years since I met you. And then what happened was, when we talked, it was about us getting together and trying to work out, because I wanted to see, hey, look, how well are you coachable, you know? And a lot of people don't, they're like, hey, why do you pick some people and not other people? And it's the potential of the person. Does it match the expectation of the person? Mm-hmm. So if your potential is here, but your expectation is way up here, then you don't really. You got to have a little bit of reality, right? Yeah. And then on top of that, are you able to take a person who's very young? When I say very young, like somebody that's below 25, which at the time you're 21, and be able to mold them and be able to get good habits, so that way you can be able to get the right techniques when it comes to the biomechanics, so that you can get the muscle fibers to be able to fire properly, to get the more of a 3D look. 3D look, right? And that's I always talk about 3D. And at the end of the day, we were able to do that. And everybody asked, hey, why aren't you doing a show right away? And I said, hey, we have to wait. We have to wait.
I know. I remember that. Because I was keep asking you like, well, when are you competing? What about this show? I was like, no, you have to wait. I was like,
Yeah, you didn't like that, but it was good because you still
now listened. It makes sense.
Now it makes sense because you were itching to get on stage. And I said, look, what we have to do is we have to fill in your body parts. Yeah. And your weakest body part was what?
Back.
Your back. And now it's becoming one of your best body parts. Yeah, it's starting to really move, you know? Fill up, And because you're so tall and so wide, it's one of those things that it takes longer to fill out. And you're very young. And so as you've been able to grow and have more muscle maturity, we've been able to do that. And obviously it's been tough this year because of the pandemic, because normally we see each other at least like 3 or 4 times a year.
Yeah, easily. But
Yeah.
We made it work anyway.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, the remote workouts, bro.
We have to get. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah.
But at least we're here now, so we can just, you know.
Yeah. So now we're again almost 5 weeks. You want to say 6? I want to say
Please,
closer.
6 weeks. Please,
He wants to take every extra couple of days.
No, it's not time.
Give me those couple of days back.
Give me every second, every minute.
Yeah, but you're looking really good. What we're going to do also is I took a little bit of video of you the first night.
Oh yeah.
And we're going to put that in this video.
Yeah,
and so for those of you guys that want to see what Andrei looks like at 6 weeks out, that was 6 weeks out.
6.5.
Yeah, it was 6 days and a couple 6 weeks and a couple of days.
Just say 7.
Just say round it up. Round it up. That's your secret. The secret is to
round it up, bro.
round it up. I don't even know who do you round it up with? I don't even want to know.
No.
Round it up. The thing is that we'll put that up there because I think a lot of people are going to be wondering because we did the one photo that you posted that I reposted on my IG.
That we posted, yeah.
And it was a really good shot because it was in the same gym, same lighting.
Same lighting, yeah, exactly. It was the same day that we did the video too.
Yeah. And then the video is going to be up on the Evogen channel.
Mm-hmm.
And the cool thing is that we have a couple of days after you came, you're tired, you're jet lagged. Yeah, you're jet lagged.
Water retention.
Yeah, water retention, 16-hour or 18-hour flight?
No, 18
hour
I wish
flight.
it was 16. 18-hour flight. I couldn't even sleep on that flight. Like if I slept like 2-3 hours, it was...
Yeah, because you, instead of coming from the UK, you went to go see your family in Romania. And then from Romania, Turkey to the United States.
So it was just so long. And then in the plane, I had the baby crying. The worst, I couldn't even sleep or anything. But we're here now. I'm not complaining.
Yeah,
you know, I'm glad that I'm here in the country because that was like my biggest
fear.
Yeah, and you know, I was so stressed. I even told you, you know, like I'm so stressed. Like imagine I'm gonna do all the prep and I won't even be in the country, or I can't even get in the country and do the show. Like that would be such a disappointment for me. So I'm glad I'm here.
Well, no, it's good to have you here because it's, again, you know, I know it's difficult even for you. I know how hard it is for Hany. You know, he's in the middle of trying to get
better than I do.
Yeah, with all of this now, it's even hard for you.
Yeah.
Everyone's having problems right now trying to get into the United States because of all the COVID situation.
And a lot of countries are going back to lockdown. So
yeah, I mean, UK is back in lockdown now too.
Lockdown, yeah.
Yeah, I think up until what the first week of December.
Yeah. So imagine that's.
Crazy. Yeah. So are the gyms open there right now at all?
Oh no, the gyms they closed down on Thursday.
Oh man, you got so lucky.
I know. So like I left exactly at the perfect timing, you know.
Yeah.
Like they closed down gyms, they closed down restaurants. Like a lot of things are closed down. Like is a fully locked down. Like the flights are banned from UK.
Was it locked down like the same way it was the first time, or is this much more locked down?
A little bit more worse. Yeah, a little bit more stricter.
Okay.
Yeah. A little bit more stricter. Yeah. So I'm glad.
And that's happening all over Europe, right?
Well, UK, and then like for example in Romania, gyms are open. Like a lot of restaurants they have like a outside dining thing. So it just depends, I think. It just depends how the cases are rising up in every country.
Right, everywhere's just kind of individually.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think like you said, you definitely part of it was luck and a lot of it was timing.
Perfect timing,
you know, because you wanted to come out early, so that
so you can check up on me. You know, we can train together and do things together.
Yes. Well, we will be doing a workout tonight, which is going to be really good. We got chest tonight, but you know, going back to the question. So what I'm going to do is I want to be able to get these people that are these awesome fans that are asking about this, and I want to be able to go through Instagram and everyone who doesn't know, I'm going to be doing this more often where I'm going to be doing my Instagrams and answering questions on there. And as well as on the YouTube, you can also go ahead and comment on the YouTube page for the next coming episodes or whoever else you want to see on the podcast. But, God, we have so many,
right?
Yeah. Okay. Like literally there's so many. Okay. Here's the one from A Torres 210. Will you consider the classic physique class in the future?
Oh, to be honest with you, I've been thinking about it, but I'm not sure right now, like where I see myself in the future, because like, don't get me wrong, like I love the look, I love the big guys, you know, to have the fully symmetrical body, you know, like upper body and lower body. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if I would see myself being at that size. Like, I think I like the size I've got right now, and I would like to stay in the size that I am right now. It just makes me feel good overall. So, but I will never say never, you know, I will never say no.
Yeah, I definitely think,
Like
obviously.
I think, to my honestly, like I would love to do classy because I can show my physique much better, like the posing. I love the posing. Like you can just see everything better, like what you've been working for. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Like I will see. Like I never plan things with me. That's one thing. I never plan things like in the future because I don't want to get disappointed.
Sure.
So if it happens, I'm glad. If no, this way it's God's plan.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know.
Johnny McElroy, 05. Favorite muscle to train? What's your favorite body part? Legs, bro. We know we saw legs.
Legs what? Legs what? I think chest. Definitely chest.
Chest?
Yeah, chest. Because like I just like the full, that full look.
That's probably your best body part in regards to as you were coming up the most responsive.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Because I just like that fully look, that 3D look, and then like when your chest is full up, like pumped, like everything looks bigger. Like your shoulders, your arms,
everything.
So yeah, I think chest, definitely chest.
Chest. Okay, that's it, Johnny. So from Tasknick, JT, how did he manage all the stress? How do you manage your stress?
This is I think because like I'm usually a positive person.
Yep.
And I'm a super chill guy, to be honest. So I don't know, to be honest. I don't think I have that much stress in my life. Thank God for that. But like I just try to stay positive, and whenever I feel like I have too much pressure on myself or too much things on my mind, like I always, try and spend time with people that makes me feel better, like family or friends, or just go traveling,
Yeah, one thing people always ask me, they like, hey, who's super stressful of the people you work with? And you're definitely one of the more chill guys. You don't get really that upset. You're pretty,
I don't get
you're
angry.
Pretty like, you're like chill vibes.
Chill vibes only. That's pretty much me, like I've always been like that.
Yeah. Once in a while you'll get upset about something and then you're over it.
You're fine.
You'll be fine.
That's everybody,
Yeah.
You're fine. You get over it.
No, that's not everybody.
Oh, wait.
Trust me, I work with a lot of people.
Okay.
Some people are just
better than
they go on level 10 and they like level 9 is a good day.
Then -3.
Yeah, you're definitely a level 6 or 7. Like you're very chill. Very chill. I also think that you also understand how to kind of stay calm. Like, what calms you. Like, you'll go smoke hookah, you'll go like kind of chill. Like,
or you just go out for a nice meal, But even sometimes, like, when I feel stressed, like, I know it sounds like a little bit, like, but I actually, like, going to the gym makes me feel better. Like, I feel whenever I have, like, a bad day or very stressed, like, I go to the gym, I come out, like clean-minded, like, I really enjoy doing that. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's not even like, oh, I'm just going to go and get, like, such a good workout and stuff. Sometimes it's just therapy, like, I just like being there on my own. Right.
Well, no, that's and you do like to vacation. That's one thing.
Oh yeah, I love traveling.
But it's also because of the UK. You can talk a little bit about that because I know that the weather really affects you.
Oh yeah. I'm such a like a weather guy. Like, so wherever I go, it has to be like sunny or warm.
Dubai or Mexico.
Brazil.
Ibiza.
Yeah, I love Ibiza. Oh, but yeah, like, because I live in UK and you know how the weather is in UK.
Andrei wants to put it out there. If you want us to come and do a seminar in Brazil, let us know. Hit us up.
Or Colombia. I wouldn't
Colombia?
mind. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to Colombia. I've been to Brazil a bunch of times.
Fitness industry is very...
Yeah. What is it?
I think fitness industry is very big in Colombia, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. No, but talking of UK, I think UK is just like a depressing country because of the weather.
Right.
And it's always gray and rainy and cold. And even like in the summer, if it's sunny and stuff, like there's not many places that you can go or many things that you can do. So like I would rather spend the money that I would spend in UK for a weekend going out to party and get wasted or whatever, and go somewhere hot, in another country, see other countries, see other people, like just enjoy another country,
right.
And the weather. So I like traveling. Yeah, I like traveling, but only to sunny countries and warm countries.
With a nice weather.
Nice weather. Yeah.
Yeah. You're tan because you're just in Dubai.
I know. I'm always tan.
Yeah, that's really good.
So, yeah.
All right. So jpanta.leon has a question. What advice would you give yourself back when you first started if you had the knowledge you have now?
Train legs. I'm being serious. I'm not sarcastic. Train legs. Because like now, like for the first few years, probably 4 years, like I didn't train legs. So now I can see how hard it is for me to get him back and get it like on my upper body level. I'm being honest, you know.
Right.
So I think that's one of the advice.
Do you feel like the reason why you didn't do it then was because of the division you were looking at doing, or was it because it was just hard and you just said, "Hey, look, I didn't want to do it"? Because I know when I was growing up, there was no men's physique division, right? It was all bodybuilding. So you had to really be balanced because
you wouldn't be a category for you. Yeah.
There was no category.
Yeah.
So do you think it was because of the category that was there, or do you feel like did you just like, was it painful? Because, you know, I know, you know, to train legs, and you just said, "Hey, look, I don't want to go into it," because if you do classic physique, obviously you got to get your legs up.
Yeah, of course.
You got to get your legs up. So was it more the pain, or was it because you always knew that was the category you wanted?
I think no, because like back then, like I didn't even knew like what I was gonna do, like what category I'm gonna compete in. So I didn't know men's physique or bodybuilding or classic or whatever. But I think the reason being is because I've been too young and I just wanted to do like chest and arms, so you can just show off like. You know how
mirror training.
Mirror training, exactly. Right. You know, like when you go out just to like pump in clothes and stuff.
Right. So you get pump before. Do you like pump up before you went out like on a date, or
no? Of course,
you go out to a club.
No, of course not. But I would wear.
I had friends that used to do that.
No, but I would wear a smaller size than usual, so it can be tight on me.
Like medium,
It's medium, yeah. And then another thing is like I didn't train it because like it was too painful,
right?
And I didn't even know how to train properly, to be honest with you,
right?
And I just hated squats. So my thing was like, like to grow legs, you only have to do squats. So I was like, like I can't even do squats, you know, like I'm so weak, like everything hurts. I don't even do them properly. So that's why I wasn't training them. But mainly is because like I just wanted to have like chest and arms, you know.
Right.
That was my thing.
Right.
But then going forward and then getting more into fitness, I was like, like I actually have to train it so I can have a balanced physique. No, even if I will compete in men's physique, like I just wanted to have a balanced physique for myself. So when I go to the beach or just to be fully.
Yeah, you want to be more complete.
Complete, exactly. Yeah.
Awesome. So Christian Rika says, as asking, how does he keep the focus and not give up?
Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I lose the focus, but I get it like straight back. But like staying on focus, I think is like because I keep setting small goals for myself, and I'm always doing things. So. And then another thing is like because like I like traveling and I'm going not this year, like I'm going to a lot of expos. So my thing is like I want to make sure like I'm in a good shape. So this is what keeps me motivated and focused. Like I don't want to turn up to a shoot or to an expo and looking like like I'm not even an athlete. Yeah.
You know, I think that you're one of the guys that tends to want to stay in shape all the time too. You know, sometimes it's bad when you want to grow, but I think you've been a little bit more comfortable with it.
Yeah, now I've been more comfortable with it. Like now I actually been following whatever you've been telling me to eat because I'm scared to eat.
Yeah, you were scared to eat before.
You know that.
Yes.
So everything has been really good lately.
All right, we got a question from JJ Garcia 3. What made him want to sign with Evogen?
The quality of the supplements.
Okay.
Quality of the supplements, and I just like the way that you had like stacks, because I remember back in the day you had like a stress stack, something, it was like 3 different things in it. And I remember I was trying your products because in UK we didn't really had many Evogen products or like American products that many. So I remember I tried you had Cellcam at that time, and you had the Glyco, yeah, but you had the pre-workout EVP Plus.
Yeah, EVP Plus was just, the EVP was just a little bit of caffeine.
Yeah. I remember that. So I was like, like the supplements and the taste are really good. So I want to, I want to be with a company that actually use the supplements, not only like promote them because they pay me, if that makes sense.
Right.
I actually want to use the products that I'm getting sponsored by,
You're right. It happens a lot. A lot of people, I mean.
Yeah, I know.
It happens a lot.
I know.
It's a paycheck
that's why I'm saying like, this brand might pay you a lot, but like, you don't want to take supplements that you don't trust in them,
Yeah.
Like you want to take something that is good quality and actually you see results from the products, So yeah, that was my main thing.
Blocky Bailey is asking, do you stretch regularly?
No, I don't, to be honest. I don't. And I should have, because I get really tight and it's affecting my training sometimes. But like when you know when you like just finish the session, you just like tired, you just want to go home, especially when you're on prep, you just want to like go home, eat, and just rest, you know. So that's why I probably get like every week sports massages, and you know, because I'm just so tight. And
How often are you doing that now? Is it like just
I
once a
used
week,
to
or?
like when I was back in UK, I used to do it like every week, and in Romania I actually done it 2 times a week, you know. But now like I just want to get it like at least 2 times a month, so I can just feel great in the gym.
Sure. Another question, Tyson Monahan. How nervous was Andrei to train with Phil for the first time?
Oh man, that day. That was again FIBO after a long day of Expo.
Yeah, we definitely kind of fucked with you.
Oh yeah, you did
know.
big time. I was like, I just finished a full day of Expo, you know, just sitting there all day, and these guys, they just called me that they want to come down to the gym and train legs with 7-time Mr. Olympia.
No, I don't think we told you. I think we were just going to train. And what we did is you were like, hey man, I'm kind of tired.
Oh yeah.
And you were like,
yeah,
I'm kind of
yeah,
tired.
yeah.
I'm like, hey, no, it's okay. We're gonna,
we're just gonna take it easy.
Yeah, we're gonna take it easy. You know,
I remember.
And it's good for content. For content,
yeah, just for YouTube, for YouTube. And then when I got in, I was like, hey, how you doing? Blah blah blah. And I remember like I was asking, oh okay, so what we training on? Or I think Phil Heath was like, oh, you ready for legs?
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah.
That?
And you turned white.
I just didn't know those.
Yeah, if you didn't see the video is on the YouTube channel. So if you go back from a year or two ago,
I almost had the panic attack.
You did. You honestly.
I was like,
I think you started sweating, and you were like, you got really, really nervous. You turned white, and you can literally see the blood just came out.
I was like, I can't do this. Like imagine, because you killed me training legs. Remember when we did that one session? I think which is on YouTube, right?
Yeah, that's on YouTube.
Yeah,
too.
that one that went crazy. And I was like, imagine if he trained me like that. Imagine if I'm actually training with Phil. Like, this guy is gonna kill me. Like, I can't do this. I want to be able to walk.
Well, I think you came up with a really pretty good excuse. You said, I haven't really eaten today, and you were like, I don't have the energy. I said, no, it's good you didn't eat because then you won't throw up.
yeah, you actually said that. You actually said that. I was like, this guy is crazy. How can you say this to me?
I was like, it's not my first rodeo, bro. I know. I've heard all the excuses. I've been doing this for a long time, Andrei.
Oh man, that was. I was like, oh, how can I do? I can't do this.
Yeah,
I can't train legs now. I can't. And then he said, we're just fucking with you. But you guys were so serious.
Yeah.
You know, like very serious. I was like, oh, these guys are not playing with
We're
me.
professional bullshit.
I know.
Yeah,
I can tell.
Yeah.
You've been in the game way too long.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. But yeah, I think, do people ask you about that?
Yeah. They do. But check it out on YouTube. I think it's on the Evogen or your own.
No, it's on it's on this channel. It's on the Hany Rambod.
Okay,
yeah.
So make sure you check it out.
Yeah.
Because it's a good video.
It's a great video. It's good. You have the best response ever. This is a really good question. It's from Abed. That's why. Abed is asking, what is different about this prep for Olympia compared to the Romania prep? So for those that you don't know, we have done one show together because I took a nice long off season, about a year and a half. Yeah. And then we prepped for the, Romania was his pro debut. So obviously he won that to qualify for the Olympia's 2020 Olympia. So the question is, what's different about this prep for the Olympia compared to the Romania prep?
I think, to be honest with you, you know how scared I was to eat carbs, bro. And you know that better than anyone. So I think this time is different because like I'm actually listening to everything you say, you know, eating the right amount of carbs that you tell me, even on my rest days, which I'll never eat carbs on rest days because I would be like, what's the point if I'm not trained? Like, I'm not using this, right? You know. But now, like this time is just different because like I'm actually listening to whatever you say. And second, and which I think is really important for me, is that I'm actually here like very early, like six weeks out, so you can just check in, you know, daily or wherever is needed, and then you can just see face to face. Because like pictures and videos, yeah, you look great, but again, like I'm gonna send you pictures with a pump on, with the best lighting, you know,
magic light,
exactly,
the magic light.
So me being here and checking up on me every day, you know, and telling me, training me, and showing me things, it just makes it easier.
Yeah, I think the other thing is that I'm going to add to it is the fact that for the first show that we did together, the biggest thing is definitely the eating.
The eating thing,
because you
110%.
underate.
Yeah.
For that show because you were just afraid to eat. So when I would turn around and tell him do 250 grams of carbs, he would do like 150.
150,
you know, maybe 100. You know,
I would always cut down like probably like half of it. You know.
Yeah.
Because I was just so scared. And then you would say like, okay, today you do 45 minutes of cardio. I will do like an hour and 10, you know?
Yeah.
Always extra.
And then you turn around and go, hey, bro, I think I lost some size.
I look a little bit flat, bro. What's going on?
And I'm like, are you following what I'm doing? Yeah, bro.
I think I need the gym.
Yeah. And so, you know, again, I can always read between the lines because I always knew you were a little bit afraid.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, okay, you know, let's go through it. And then now with this show, everyone's like, wow, he's gotten so much bigger. Well, part of it's you have gotten bigger.
Yeah, but it's also the eating.
It's also the eating.
And I think now it's easier because like we done only one prep together, bro. And now like you know my body better. You know what responds and what doesn't to my body. You know what foods, you know, works for me and what doesn't. So I think everything is just getting better and better the more we work together.
Absolutely. So, yeah. Well, and I think it works both ways because now you also see, hey, look, this is a part of my process because in the past you haven't worked with anybody that long.
Yeah, I haven't.
And so a lot of it is always going to go back to fear and you're going to be scared. Yeah. Right. So, you know, you're going through the process. You're going to always go back to, hey, look, what do I know? What have I done in the past? Just cut the calories, cut the carbs, and just you know, up the cardio. If I told you to do 40 minutes, you're doing an hour and a half.
An hour and a half. So I was like,
yeah. So part of that obviously helps with conditioning, but it also hurts with, you know, burning up your size.
Yeah.
If you're also training very hard, you got to feed the muscles. So
of course,
I would think that was the biggest thing is just undereating.
Undereating, 110%.
Yeah.
And now I can say it, you know, because now I'm actually following everything you say, like carbs, everything. And I'm like, oh, like, damn, like I look full, you know, I look big. 6 weeks out, like I'm big and I eat like quite good food, you know, like I mean, amount of carbs and the amount you give me. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's working. It's
definitely does.
What do you feel that you like the best in regards to, and this is from Mito Tenaro, what's the best protein that you like? What's your favorite protein?
Isoject, 110%.
No, I'm talking about the protein for supplements. I think he's asking also for what is your food. So,
food, I just keep it like white meat, chicken breast, and then like every now and then I would have like some steak or salmon, but it's mainly just chicken and eggs.
Do you actually enjoy it, or do you just do it because that's what you know works for you?
I actually enjoy it because like sometimes like my diet is not as boring. Like I actually make it night taste nice, you know. So again, I
thought you were gonna say fish because you're a fisherman.
Yeah, fish is only for like the peak week, bro.
Peak week.
That's very, you know, that's when you need the fish daily. No, but like I mean, like at the end of the day, this is my job. This is what I choose. So this is the only thing that will get me in shape, and you know, I will see improvements. You know, and then again, like I like to supplement with protein because it's just easier. So like most of the times I will be traveling or I wouldn't have time to cook, so I'll just like mix 2 scoops of Isoject, sweet potato, you know, sweet potato baked, egg whites, shake it and drink it, and there you go. You got protein, you got good carbs, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, you're peanut butter.
Yeah, and I think because it's also still new for you, you haven't been doing it for 20 years yet. What's happened is also that you're not jaded by too much food because we have some variety in your food.
Yeah.
So it's not like, hey, bro, I can't have chicken anymore, or hey, bro, I can't do egg whites anymore. You are pretty good. If I tell you, hey, look, we're going to add salmon to the diet, or if we're going to add steak to the diet, you do it. You know, I don't feel like you have any kind of, you know.
No. Like you said, we have too many varieties. So like I have to choose from, you know, so it never gets boring. But then again, even if it gets boring, that's the process, you know. It's meant to be like that. If it was easy, everybody would do it.
Absolutely. Okay, let's see. The next question here is, they want to know about when you started off. Mm-hmm. I think what the question is how, did you feel like you were going to do this in terms of being able to actually like as a living? And I think you kind of touched on it a little bit, but if you can go a little bit more into detail, because a couple people were asking about, they're like, do you actually think that you're going to be able to make a living doing this? or did you think that you were going to do something else? Like, did you think you had another job you were going to do?
Oh, like when I start training and stuff, even though like I was competing, I never knew like, oh, like I'm actually gonna make a living out of this. This is gonna be my job. This is how I'm gonna pay my bills. Doing what I love.
Right.
I never thought this, like.
Did you ever think you were gonna be like a policeman or firefighter?
Oh, I know, bro. I started to be a plumber.
No.
I swear, yeah. I studied 2 years to be a plumber.
This is the first I'm hearing about this.
Yeah, you never know. A plumber, yeah. Yeah, I studied to be a plumber.
What was did you just say, hey man?
No, you know how it happened, bro. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to do, to be honest. Like, I didn't want it, like, I don't know. And then, like, keep hearing people, like, my dad was, because he's working construction site. So my dad was like, oh, like plumbing, they make really good money. People always need heating, this and that. So I was like, oh, yeah, this, I just heard how much they get paid. I was like, I want to do this.
So did you know anybody that was a plumber? Did you start doing it?
No, of course no.
Okay.
No, I went to the college. I studied it for like 3 years.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah, I studied 2 years. And then on the third year, I went also to work 2 days. On the third day, I was like, fuck this ain't me. So I just left, bro. I left college. I left one day. I just left everything. I was like, nah, I can't do this. Like,
so how long did you go for before you, like, how much was it? How many years?
So I did 2 years college.
How many were you supposed to do if you finished it? Was it a 3-year program? 4 year?
3 year, yeah.
3
so I
year.
did 3.5.
So how many years did you do?
2 years and a half.
2.5. So you
Yeah.
only had 6 more months to go?
Yeah, so I said, yeah, I can't do this anymore.
So you
I hated everything. Like, I didn't know anything. Like, I literally didn't, because I didn't like what I was doing.
So this is when you were like 20?
Like, no, like 19.
19.
19, like 18, 19, yeah. So I was like, I can't do this. Like, I don't even.
So it was like a year ago. You're such a baby.
I know, bro. I know. So yeah, I did.
So you were trying to. I didn't. Andre the plumber.
Yeah.
Not the fisherman. The plumber.
Not the plumber, bro. I was fixing people, fixing pipes.
Oh man.
So yeah, I was doing that. And then I was like, oh, like, you know what? This is not for me. Let me do personal training course. Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm a PT, bro. Yeah, home workout only. Yes, I was studying to get my certificate to be a PT, and then I actually did the PT for like few months, and then again, like, it was the worst thing for me because I don't have the patience to like train people. I really don't, bro. Mm-hmm. I really don't. So I was like, I can't do this. Let me just focus on fitness, and then I was just working at the gym, like at the reception and stuff, and then like suddenly, just like, I was just doing my Instagram and stuff training, and then it just took off. And I was like getting approached by like companies.
So were you doing the plumbing and competing too?
Yeah, I was going actually when I was doing the plumbing course, because I was only like 2-3 days a week. The other days, like 3-4 days, I was actually working in a construction site with my dad. So I would used to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, cook my meals for the whole day, have breakfast, go to work. Came back like 6 p.m. and then go to train, getting ready for my second show. So it was long. It was just long, but like, And then and then when I start competing the second time, and I saw that I got like approached by sponsors and stuff, I was like, maybe I can do this, But still, like, I was just getting like little.
How long did you work at the gym?
Bro, like 5-6 months at least. Yeah, probably like 6 months. Yeah,
You're at the front desk.
At the front desk, I was putting the weights back. I was cleaning the gym, so I was doing everything, bro. Like, I wasn't embarrassed to do,
Yeah.
I wasn't embarrassed to do things. And then I told you prior to that, I was working in a construction site as a labor, so I was just like helping whatever, like the
whatever
workers.
they needed help with.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was me.
So move the wood, move the pipes.
Wood, give me the brush, these things. But I was like, oh, it gives me money, so like, why not?
That's awesome.
Yeah, nobody knows these things,
No, I don't think it's
no plumber, no nothing.
They don't know the plumbing story.
No.
Andre the plumber.
Andre the plumber,
Yeah, checking your pipes. Be careful. Come on. That's too much.
No.
That's too much. That's great, man. That's a great thing. Because what does your dad do back in Romania? What's his job?
Oh no, they live in UK.
No, right.
Oh,
But I know you saw him in Romania. But is he in construction?
Yeah, in construction. Yeah,
Okay.
in construction. My mom doesn't work because she's got like really bad health problems, so she's just chilling. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, he always been doing constructions. Yeah.
So that's
So
how you
probably
got started.
that's why he was saying plumbing, because he knew like how much they're getting paid and
Right.
stuff.
He knows like this guy, the carpenter makes this much money.
Exactly.
The roofer
Yeah,
makes
he's a
this much
carpenter
money.
actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he goes, yeah, this guy makes this much money. This guy makes this money.
Yeah,
Because
you
he's
know?
thinking to himself,
Yeah.
hey, look, if I had to do this over again, I would go over and become a plumber.
Exactly.
Because then you don't have to be outside. Like the roofer has to be outside.
He has to be inside.
Yeah. So
And
this,
people always need heating and AC and so on, all
Right.
this other stuff. So, he wasn't wrong for that. But like, if I wasn't enjoying what I was doing, what's the point of doing it? And imagine I was like 18, 19 years
yeah,
old.
you could have been the best damn plumber in the world, bro, but you decided to try to become
Nah,
the best damn bodybuilder.
I want to be a bodybuilder, bro.
That's awesome.
know?
That's awesome. So here's a question. Hany, you got a chance to hang out with him and meet him. What did you think about him? Because I know a couple people
He's
asked
such a
me.
nice guy, and I think he's got a really good heart. It's really be hard to communicate with him because of the language and stuff. But this guy is a beast. I saw the way he trains. I saw the way he eats.
Yeah.
Like, this guy is a beast.
Yeah. People don't know, like, Hany literally eats like an animal.
Like, literally like an animal. Like, I was impressed how much this guy eats.
Yeah.
And how he looks eating that much.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's a really nice guy.
He's got a huge heart.
And exactly.
And he
that.
lives and breathes bodybuilding. He loves to, he's like the Persian
Persian
Ronnie.
wolf.
Yeah, he's like the Persian wolf is like a Persian Ronnie Coleman when he trains. He's so
Yeah.
focused that he wants to live, and he wants to
He
lift.
breathes bodybuilding.
He
you know?
does.
He lives and breathes it. Yeah.
He does, and he's treated like a king there.
Oh yeah, I saw.
In Iran.
He's got his own statue in front of. Come on.
He's got the statue.
You know.
That's the statue. We got to get an Andrei statue.
Back home in Romania, no UK.
That's awesome. So, we're going to be doing a couple more podcasts while you're here, talk a little bit about the journey and everything else. But one of the other questions that I had, and it was from somebody in the office, but I won't name who it is. They said, I've seen, Andrei, they've all seen you with doing photo shoots with the prettiest girls and everything else. They want to know dating advice. What can you tell those guys? Because I had a couple of people ask me, they said, hey, look, is Andrei a person that dates these type of girls? Does he like the other kinds of girls? And I think it's just because guys in their head go, hey, look, they do photo shoots together. Is that what he likes, or what's the situation there?
No, it doesn't mean that. Like,
I think this is a very sideways way of asking your secrets, bro. They want to know your secrets.
yeah, but I can't just come on, swipe up for my secrets. There's no secrets, bro. I think it's just like, a lot of people, they assume like, oh my god, if they're shooting together or they probably sleeping or they're hanging out together, which is not the case. Like sometimes you just have to work with like the opposite sex, like with brands and stuff. But I think dating advice, I don't know, just be you. And I think
is it true that when you hit 3.5 million followers that you get a lot of these girls sliding into your DMs, bro?
Like I get this question a lot, like, oh, like you must have so many girls and stuff. It's not like that, bro.
Come on, bro.
Bro, it's not like that. It's not like that. I think it's just like how I think too. Like, okay, I'm not gonna message this girl because she's got 5 million followers. I think it's the same thing. They're gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna message this guy because he's got 3.9 million. He's never gonna see my DM. So it's actually harder now when you have like a big following, than actually, like I used to get like maybe more attention before than I do now.
Really? I smell a lot of bullshit there, bro. I'm smelling a lot of bullshit here, guys.
No, but again, like
the bullshit meter is off the chart.
You get a lot of attention, but then you get a lot of bad attention too,
Oh yeah.
Like, all these. I'm not saying every girl is the same, of course, but like just like the guys, but like some people, they just look for the wrong reasons to date you, just because you got like a big following or stuff like that.
Do you think that's the case? Do you think that a lot of girls will try to get with a guy with a lot of followers just so that they can turn around and get, try to grow their following?
I'm not saying that, but like I saw a lot of cases doing that.
Yeah.
And that's coming from boys too to girls. Like it works both ways.
Guys going out and trying to find girls that have big followings so that they can try to turn around.
But mainly it's girls.
Well, you know what?
But I'm not saying every girl, of course.
Right. So do you think that obviously, because we're in the fitness industry.
Yeah.
Have you always been more attracted to the fitness girls?
No.
Okay.
No, but I think because like I'm in this industry and the people that I hang around with and expos and shoots and stuff, it's just easier to connect with these kind of people than rather to a normal person. And to be honest, like, I don't think I would see myself with a person that isn't in the fitness industry, or at least train and stuff, because I don't think she will never understand what I have to go through, like competition wise. I have to fly here and shoot, do this or other things. So, yeah, but I've been always, I also been dating girls that is gonna have to do with fitness. So, you know, whatever it is.
You don't discriminate.
I don't discriminate. I don't have a type. Everything is my type.
Everything is my type. You heard it here. Swipe up to get.
I'm open.
Oh, that's awesome. So basically, to bring it all back, I do want to go into a little bit of the diet, okay? Because I want to talk a little bit about that, because people were asking, hey, what are you dieting on? What's going on? So let's just give a brief overview of that, and then we can even do a video on it too.
Yeah, for sure.
So we can talk about that. We can talk a little bit about how we're doing your cheat meals, how we're doing your how we build out your program. What is it that right now you're having for your first meal right now? I mean, obviously I know, but why don't you give it to the listeners?
So for my first meal, I have 1 cup of egg whites. I have around 2, and I don't know, I'm just saying, I don't know in ounces, but I'm guessing like 2.5, 3 ounces of beef fillet in the morning. And again, 1 cup of oats with 2 stevia and cinnamon.
Right.
That's my breakfast.
Right.
And then every 2 to 3 hours, like, I would have white meat, which is chicken breast, with either sweet potato, normal potato, or rice. I would choose potatoes actually, because it digests better for me.
Right.
But I have to get used to. You said I have to get used to the rice.
Yes.
So my body doesn't get bloated and stuff.
Right.
And last meal would be just salmon and salad or veggies.
Right.
No carbs. That's pretty much.
And we obviously,
we always change it up, you know, depends on the look.
That's kind of where it's at right now.
Yeah, but I mean, like, in the most part, like, this is my diet.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think this is good that you're actually here, because what it does is it'll also allow us to kind of walk people through it, because you know, people don't understand that everything we do is for a reason. Whether we bump up the food on those heavier body part days, the bigger body part days, you know, back, legs, you know, some of those, and obviously we back it down on some of the smaller body part days, like his arms, even sometimes arms, shoulders, and whatnot. I think that also when we're going into these workouts, I'm pushing you, and people don't realize that when I'm pushing my athletes, and with COVID, you know, we would be doing this again 4 times this year, 3 times this year, you know, or I would be traveling all over, and
we'll always be meeting at the expos and train and get together. Yeah,
you know, with whoever it was. I mean, you know, Phil has been in, you know, he hasn't traveled either. I don't think he's even traveled at all this year at all. Like I know we were together in January, and that was it. Everything shut down.
Yeah, literally almost 1 year now.
And then everything shut down. Same thing with Hany. Hany was, you know, we were in India. So when I was in India and we did India, we were all in India together, and that was a year ago.
Yeah, literally a year ago. Yeah.
It's just it's gone by a year, and I think that when we look at everything, it's been difficult because it feels like we're connected, but we're so far apart.
So far away, yeah.
And it's just with everything that's going on and everything that's happened. So it's good to finally have someone here. Yeah, you know, and and I think that what we'll, like I said, what we'll continue to do is we're going to continue to tape the videos and put them out there, and we'll be able to break it down and talk a little bit about a little bit about the process, and going into some of the details. But I really appreciate you taking the time out, because I know you got to go hit your meal.
I know,
and then we're going to go kill chest.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and thank you for having me here, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like, and let us know what do you want to know in the next podcast or next videos, because we're going to be training too, and we're going to be having video training, so look out for that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much again.
Thank you.
I'm Hany Rambod, Andrei, and that's the truth.